Well, hello, everybody. I have put zero thought into this. I just thought I know I'm going to do a project, and I might as well turn the camera on and chat with you guys for a bit. So I have these cards that I got at a thrift store. I'm getting ready to mail out a photo to somebody. This says Ophelia by Sir John Everett Malaise. I'm sure as an artist I'm supposed to know that name, but I don't. But this just feels really morbid to me. So I didn't want to send it out, but I own it, so I'm like, let me alter it. And so that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to alter this card before sending it out to a friend. And bringing you guys along for the journey, because why not? Because I haven't talked to you for a couple days. So I need to catch up and, see what you all been doing. Let you know what I've been doing. This is so bad, you guys. So my water just sits, my paintbrushes just sit in the water, and sometimes it sits here so long that the water evaporates. Yeah, keeping it real. But, whatever. It still works. So I was just gonna get this brush out because it's a good scrubby brush for doing matte gel medium. Let me get the excess water out of it. Oh yeah, nice clean water. Gross, whatever. I got the smaller than $1 bin here, so I'm just gonna start by putting down some stuff. I like that this is already straight on the edge, so I won't have to trim it. So I'm just gonna tear it off right there. Can you hear the wind? It's like howling. Ooh. Sounds like a scary ghost story out there. It's actually a very nice day aside from the wind. It's a little cloudy, which we don't get a lot of cloudy days here, so we actually enjoy them. When I first moved to Arizona from Washington, it took 3 years before I was happy to see rain again. I was so deficient in sunshine. Now that I've been here 7+ years, I'm full of sunshine. I'm like, oh, it's sunny again. So it's interesting that that's what happens, but yeah, it does. One extreme to the other. That's how it goes. So I like that this is straight, but it's kind of raggedy, so it's not really straight. Let's see what we can do here. Yeah, it's so. Not perfect, but I'll ink the edges and it'll all blend, I think. Let's see. What have I been up to? I feel like I've been really busy. I have been really busy, but not necessarily with stuff that shows. I've been doing a lot of adulting, which is super depressing, but it needs to be done. So when I first started this journey of art and selling art, whatever, I didn't really set out for it to be a real business. And therefore I didn't really plan accordingly. I just was going with the flow, And my husband, let's see, it's probably been 4 years ago now. He kind of switched careers, and he went from working in IT to owning his own RV repair business. And same thing. I mean, he intended to start a business, but it wasn't big when he started, and it's not really big now either. But we're kind of at a point where we're like, okay, we need to separate our business financials from our personal financials for tax reasons, and like if we do want to get a loan for a house and stuff like that. So that's kind of what I've been doing for the last few days, is like setting up accounts and transferring accounts and getting things separated, and passwords will be the death of me, I swear. Getting all that information together just ended up being a pretty big job, so I feel a lot better now that it's mostly done. It's not all done, but you know, I think part of it's just a process, and that's okay. But yeah, lots of adulting happening behind the scenes, and that just took away from my ability to come in here and play with you guys. So I'm here now though, and that makes me happy. Let's see. Oh, I kind of like the music paper. How do I want to do that? Darn it. I had a list somewhere of things I wanted to say to you guys, but I'm not sure where I put that list. And thus is the story of my life. That's the way she goes. I don't know if this is going to be kind of a busy background for what I want to do, but it's going to be better than the picture of Ophelia. That's what I think. You know, the little thrift store near me, which I lovingly call Stupid Thrift because it's usually not very forthcoming in treasures, but they're doing the best they can, and they actually have some new management that I think is doing a pretty decent job. I've found more recently than I have in the past, so they're trying. But I still call it Stupid Thrift because old habits die hard. But anyway, they have a lot of cards, and I don't always remember to look at them. But, you know, I like the idea of repurposing a card. Now, I know I could just fold cardstock and do this, but there's just something rewarding to me about transitioning something, you know, transforming it. That's not the same as just creating from scratch, so I don't know. And I always think, like, okay, maybe there's somebody out there who enjoys this type of picture, but more than likely there's not. And actually, I got these cards with some other cards, and the other cards I liked, so it just was these ones I didn't really care for. And anyway, so if I buy them and I actually use them, then that's one less thing in the landfill, and that makes me happy. Happy. Okay. So that's fun. Now what? Now what shall I do? Kind of want to tame that background down, but what am I going to use? Oh, I know what I want to use for a focal point. I have these big honkin' Tim Holtz photos that would be so good on here. I mean, I don't really use them for anything, or I haven't used them for anything else, so this would be such a good place to use them. Aww, yes. Yes, Ricky, good choice. Okay. Get out the ink because we need to ink everything in life. Oh, I also today threw rusty fabric into the dye pot. Well, it's not rusty yet. It will be rusty. I wrapped rusty bits in fabric and threw it all into the dye pot, so hopefully there'll be some rusty fabric listings soon. So I'm excited about that, and also some rusty tags. I've been working on those. I got a little pile here. I can show you. Got a little pile here of rusty tags. So I'm gonna get some listings together soon for those. Yeah. I need to get one of those little the little daubers to get in these tiny spaces for inking. Need to do that. Does anybody have a good recommendation? I've seen some little finger-sized ones, but then I've also seen the brushes, and I haven't tried the brushes, but I'm wondering if they would work pretty well. I suppose I could just probably use like a Q-tip or something, maybe. Right? I would like to know your experiences on that. I don't know what else to talk about, you guys. I made croutons today, so if you saw my post on Instagram where I made the bagel chips, I just used the same method with some bread that one of my friends gave me because she had too much bread, and she's like, do you want some of this? Sure. I always find a use for bread. So yeah, I made a bowl of croutons, and they're delicious. I make them in the air fryer. Super quick, 5 minutes. God, I love that. I kind of want to put like a little bit of fabric or something behind there. I don't know how I want to do that though. Let's look in here and see what we find. Kind of feel like that's going to be too small, but we're just going to experiment a little bit here. Let's see what we find. So, yeah, anyway, I made croutons, and I have some leftover jalapeno corn chowder. So I think that's going to be my supper plan. Jalapeno corn chowder with croutons. I'm always so shocked when somebody tells me they don't like leftovers. I think my husband and I would probably not survive if it wasn't for leftovers. I'm exaggerating, but I love leftovers, and he does too. He's really self-sufficient. Like, as long as there's leftovers, he's happy. He's not worried if I don't make dinner, as long as he's got something to heat up. So that works out nicely. I think this is going to be the answer. A little bit of cheesecloth. That always works out. Yeah, I like that a lot. Okay, you guys are cute. Oh, there's my husband. I hear the garage door opening. He was over at the RV yard working a little bit today, even though it's Sunday. He's got a couple of big projects he's working on, so he goes and tries to make progress on them where he can. It's a good thing. All right, I feel like this just needs a little bit, you know, like in the middle, so they're not just, let's see, maybe some in there, because that's cute, and a little at the top and bottom. I'm seriously so excited about this because, like I said, I didn't have a plan. And it's coming together. So that's fun. Yeah? All right. Oh, you guys are adorable. Yes. I'm gonna close my door real quick. Put my filming sign up so that the family knows what I'm doing in here. All right. Now I'm gonna take my Barely Arts glue is my favorite glue for this kind of thing. And we're gonna slather up the back of these. Just gonna leave all that right in place. And oh, don't fail me now. It's coming. I can tell there's a clog in there though. Where's my pin? Where's my pin? Birdie, I need you to make me a dingle dangle for my pin. I know you don't have pins, but I just need the dingle dangle. Ugh, okay. Birdie makes the best dingle dangles. I think she should sell them in her Etsy shop because I would buy one, but I don't want to tell her what to do. But Birdie, I'm just saying, if you put dingle dangle in your Etsy shop, I would buy one. So you just put the little dingle dangle on your pin that goes in your glue, and then you don't lose your pin as much. Plus then your glue bottle looks pretty. My Lanta, there's a lot of real estate on this, isn't there? It's pretty cool. I actually got these on clearance at Hobby Lobby. Okay. Get you girls in there. Oh, you're so cute. All right. Pin. See, I lost it again already. Pin, 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 in you go. So when I'm done putting this together, I'm gonna put it inside one of my dictionaries to dry, so it'll dry flat and get nice even pressure on it. I love that so much. Okay, we need some words now. I think I'm gonna put just a little touch of glue here and squish this cheesecloth in to the glue just a little bit. I was gonna trim it off, but I think squishing it might be better. Maybe. And then looks like we need a little held down here. I'll use the glue bottle instead of my finger because my finger wants to stick to it for some reason. And how about over here? We'll use a little run of glue just to kind of hold it from being all willy-nilly. Right? Okay. Pin. Trying to do it left-handed. Brilliant. Okay. Sayings. I have sayings. Kind of like this one. You can't always be strong, but you can always be brave. Right? Sometimes you're just too tired to be strong. But even during fatigue, you can be brave. I'll be perfectly honest with you, sometimes I'm not brave either, but oh, we try. Okay. So, look at that. How long has it been? It's been 20 minutes. So in 20 minutes, we went from this little morbid gem to this little inspirational card. I am so happy with that. So that's fun. All right, I'm sorry I didn't have any like awesome stories for you or anything, but I am excited that we got to hang out for a little bit. 20 minutes is better than nothing. So, where's my Kleenex? I don't know. Here, I'll grab a new one. Because I just see a little bit of glue squishing out here. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and get this put in my dictionary to dry. And, yeah. Thanks for hanging out with me. You guys are awesome. And I'll catch you next time.